Your cat watches everything you do. Even the tiniest gestures let him know he matters to you. In this video, I'll show you 20 simple ways to show him love without saying a word. 1. Offering wet food regularly. I know, dry food is convenient and keeps longer, but your cat needs something extra. Think of wet food as a fancy meal that's really a water bottle in disguise. Each spoonful can be up to 80% moisture, and the best part is your cat takes it in effortlessly. By adding it to his diet every day or every other day, you keep his kidneys healthy and help prevent dreaded feline cystitis. Plus, the strong aroma and juicy texture spark his appetite, which is handy if he's lethargic or picky. You can mix a small portion with his regular kibble, or serve the can on its own at a set time. That builds anticipation. Choose varied flavors like chicken, salmon, or turkey. Rotating tastes keeps him from getting bored. Want your cat to enjoy it even more? Warm it for a few seconds in warm water to boost the aroma. 2. Setting up a cozy window spot. I suggest claiming a sunny corner by the window and turning it into your cat's official lookout. Use a sturdy shelf or a hammock bed that sticks to the glass with suction cups. Then cover the surface with a washable cover. When he settles there, his brain releases endorphins thanks to the natural light and ever-changing scenery. He can track a bug with his eyes, listen to street sounds, and sniff the fresh air. That enriches his day without him leaving the house. Just remember to clean the glass so the movie is always in high definition. Now let's look at another effective way to show your cat you care. 3. Scheduling daily play sessions. Daily play is your cat's mental and physical gym. Spend at least 10 minutes a day waving a feather wand or rolling a bite-ready ball. Do it at the same time so he can look forward to it. Since routine builds security, the beauty of play is that it mimics hunting, burns calories, and strengthens muscles. Between jumps you might hear tiny meows of excitement. End the session with a treat, or let him chew the toy so he feels he completed a real hunt. If you live with several cats, play with each one in turns to avoid rivalry. Worried about time? Split the session into 2 5-minute blocks, one in the morning and one in the evening. That small tweak will lift his mood and strengthen your bond every day. 4. Providing access to catnip. Cat grass is a sensory spa for your cat. Put a pot at home and you'll see him sniff it, chew it, and roll on it. It's a safe way to bring nature indoors without opening the door. If your cat is shy, cat grass can cheer him up, and if he's hyper, it helps him channel energy and chill afterward. Best of all, you can buy kits that you just water and wait for them to sprout. With very little effort, you'll be giving your cat a lot of happiness. 5. Rotating his toys to keep him interested. I suggest storing half the toys in a box and bringing them out in weekly rotations. Cats get bored quickly when they see the same toy mouse every day. Hide it for a few days and show it again, and it becomes a brand new discovery. The feline brain craves novelty. It releases dopamine and refreshes play motivation. Label the box with days of the week if that helps. You can also mix textures like plush toys, crinkle balls, or feathers. This rotation cycle keeps the cat from associating toys with routine. The surprise awakens his hunting instinct. Plus, you extend each toy's lifespan because it rests days without wear. 6. Keeping the litter box clean without disturbing his space. Every day scoop waste right away. Fluff the litter and top it up with fresh grains. This consistency preserves the familiar scent and dry texture your cat prefers. But that's not enough. Every Sunday do a full clean. Empty it. Wash the box with hot water and mild soap. Dry it thoroughly and refill with the same brand of litter. Avoid bleach or citrus cleaners because a cat's nose is very sensitive and he may reject the box. To keep his environment unchanged, put the tray back in the exact same spot with the non-slip mat underneath. That guarantees hygiene, peace, and a litter box that always looks inviting. It helps your cat feel comfortable with the box and avoids the temptation to relieve himself elsewhere. 7. Letting him explore new rooms at his own pace. Opening a new room doesn't mean the cat has to go in right away. It calls for calm and a bit of strategy. Open the door gently and leave it ajar so the scent reaches him first. The cat needs time to peek in, sniff the frame, and decide whether to enter. No rushing and no hands pushing him. Placing his favorite blanket nearby helps him recognize the spot as safe. A couple of treats scattered on the floor also encourage him without pressure. If he backs away, you must respect it. And if he moves forward, you need to keep the atmosphere calm. Each step is a small victory. Exploring at his pace lets him build confidence and link that corner with pleasant experiences. Here's a way to show him your love when he feels scared. 8. Respecting his hiding and not trying to pull him out. Honoring his hiding spot is crucial for any cat's emotional stability. Never try to drag him out or shake the blanket to force him. If your cat hides, turn off loud music, dim the lights, and create a calm setting. When you walk by, act normal because calmness is contagious. If he stays hidden for hours, slowly slide a feather wand near the entrance as an invitation, never a trap. When he comes out, reward him with gentle words and respectful distance. That way he learns the home offers safe refuge even during stressful moments. 9. Giving him a scratching post in his favorite area. First, identify where the cat spends most of his time. Place a sturdy scratching post there with a heavy base and enough height for a full body stretch. Sprinkle the surface with a bit of catnip to grab his attention. To encourage use, drag his favorite toy along the sisal like a slippery prey, since curiosity triggers the scratching instinct. And one important thing, avoid scolding when he aims his claws at the couch. Instead, gently guide him to the post with a treat. Replace worn fibers every few months to keep the texture appealing. By offering this option, you respect his need to mark territory, strengthen muscles, file nails naturally, and protect the furniture. In short, you'll have a happier cat who feels more loved. 10. Not disturbing your cat when he's in deep sleep. Interrupting a cat's sleep is like unplugging a computer mid-update. In REM phase, the brain processes, experiences, and locks in memories while the body recharges. Waking him abruptly can cause startling, defensive scratches and loss of trust. If a snoozing kitten blocks the hallway, step around the body without touching and move on without loud remarks. Place cushioned beds in high, warm spots away from doors so he can rest uninterrupted. Respecting deep sleep improves emotional health and keeps household harmony. Gaining new insights. Make it official, subscribe and like. It really helps us out, and you'll always be the first to catch our next videos. 11. Sitting quietly with your cat without touching him. Sitting about 2 feet away, with no staring and no hands reaching forward, sends a clear message. Your space is sacred. For a cat, just not invading his bubble is worth more than 1,000 pets. Keeping your shoulders relaxed and your breathing slow cuts any lingering tension. Many people get impatient and reach out too soon, but that mistake breaks the magic. Better to let the cat decide whether to sniff, approach, or keep dozing. Over time, that calm presence becomes his synonym for safety. When he finally rests his head on your leg, you'll know the bond was sealed without a single pat. 12. Saying goodbye before you leave. Quick exits with jingling keys and last-minute slamming doors are sure recipes for feline anxiety. A 10-second micro-ritual can do wonders for your cat's mood. Before you go, crouch to your cat's level, give a slow blink and say the same soft phrase every time, something like "be back soon." Then close the door gently. That predictable routine tells him outings are temporary and your return is guaranteed. Staying consistent turns each goodbye into a familiar mini-event, not a stressor that upsets his daily calm. 13. Turning the world's volume down. Vacuuming without warning, blasting music or clanging metal utensils turn the home into an auditory minefield. Before any noisy task, say his name softly or tap lightly as a heads up. I also recommend closing interior doors, lowering blinds during storms, and setting up a blanket-lined box in the quietest room to muffle the racket. Each of these moves lowers cortisol spikes and prevents frantic dashes under the bed. Learning to modulate the soundscape costs almost nothing and gives the cat a sense of control. That daily calm translates into a more relaxed, confident cat who's less prone to jumpy surprises that disrupt his routine. 14. Petting him where he enjoys it most. The best petting starts with your hand still, at nose level, waiting without hurry. If he rubs his head when you do this, he's given you the green light. Behind the ears, under the chin, and at the base of the tail are usually VIP zones. The belly, on the other hand, is usually off limits, and an important rule: every 10 seconds of contact, pause briefly to see if he still wants pets. If he purrs or relaxes, you can continue. But if he flicks his tail sharply, you need to stop at once. Ignoring these preferences turns a loving gesture into a stress source. Tailoring pets to his favorite spots shows you read his body language and builds trust. Over time, he'll seek your hand on his own, and remember that you know how to respect him. 15. Speaking the slow blink language. A slow blink means "I trust you" in cat language. Closing your eyes for a second and opening them slowly, without staring again, is a silent peace declaration. Repeating the gesture a couple of times and waiting turns that moment into a wordless chat. If he's relaxed, your cat will return the same slow blink with confidence, confirming he gets the message. Turning this small gesture into a daily greeting dissolves built-up tension and strengthens the connection. It doesn't require physical contact, just presence and patience. In no time it can become a ritual that shows your cat you love him. 16. Answering his meows. Every meow has its own nuance. It can be a hunger alert, a greeting, or a call for company. Answering with a soft voice and a gentle, upbeat tone shows communication works both ways. A simple "what's up" or "coming" is enough for the cat to know his meows get a reply. If he heads to the bowl, check his food or water. If he stays put meowing, offer some calm attention. Ignoring or scolding only raises frustration and can crank up the volume of the next meows. Responding consistently builds emotional security and cuts down desperate meows. 17. Brushing briefly but well. A soft bristle brush and 5 minutes a day are enough to keep his coat healthy and his trust intact. Before starting, wait until he's relaxed. Never do it right after a meal or intense play. Begin along the back with slow strokes, moving toward the sides. Every minute pause briefly, and if he seems uncomfortable, stop without insisting. Offering a treat between strokes reinforces the positive link. Pressing too hard or dragging the session out breeds distrust. With small regular routines, you'll remove loose fur, prevent mats, and keep skin oxygenated. That way each brushing becomes a moment of mutual care, not an awkward chore. 18. Waiting for his invitation to cuddle. This is a very effective way to show your cat you respect and love him. Extend your open hand, keep it still, and leave it at nose level. If your cat rubs his head, go ahead, but if he pulls away, withdraw your hand slowly. Forcing pets when he's not receptive can make you an accidental threat. That's why letting the cat open the door respects his autonomy and reduces discomfort. The reward comes when your kitty approaches on his own and turns your hand into a pillow. That's proof of trust earned at his pace. 19. Sharing quiet moments on gray days. On a gray day, sit in his favorite spot, lower your gaze, and breathe calmly to create a shared refuge. Without saying a word or forcing pets, the cat senses the shift in energy. Often just hearing his steady breathing makes your own sadness feel lighter. The key is not to push or seek constant contact. Mutual respect turns that moment into silent therapy flowing both ways. Letting your cat see you in your saddest moments is a small gesture that strengthens a strong, genuine bond. 20. Leaving your scent in his bed. This is often underestimated, but has a huge impact on your cat's happiness. A worn t-shirt with no fabric softener placed on his favorite cushion works like a homemade pheromone. The familiar scent eases anxiety when the house is empty because mixing his pheromones with your smell reinforces belonging. Changing the garment every few days keeps the effect fresh and pleasant. Many cats curl up instantly and purr sooner. If fear of fur on clothes holds you back, think of the hours of peace your cat gains in exchange for one extra load of laundry. With this simple gesture, your cat will truly feel loved. Now, if you want to learn even more ways to keep your cat happy and healthy, check out the next video on the screen. It's packed with insights your feline friend will thank you for. Tap on the image to access the video and discover more interesting things.